Today we're delving into the Post Office Horizon scandal, a saga that continues to unfold with the public inquiry revealing the duplicity and perjury of senior executives. This scandal, thoroughly examined in a 10-part BBC Radio 4 documentary and a highly publicised ITV drama, has devastated the lives of thousands of sub-postmasters and sub-postmistresses. But what about the communities affected by the loss of the local sub-post offices? Let's take a closer look. Burham is a working-class village with about 1,600 inhabitants, nestled at the foot of the North Downs in Kent. Once a minor waypoint on the Pilgrim's Way, it grew rapidly in the late 19th and early 20th centuries due to the chalk quarries and cement works in the Medway Gap. By the 1980s, most of these industries had closed, but the village remained, characterised by its small terraced houses typical of mining or industrial communities. In the 1980s, Burham boasted a village shop, a bakery, 4 pubs, a garage and a sub-post office. The post office was the heart of the village, where people cashed their gyros, drew their pensions, posted letters and parcels and exchanged news. Dorothy and Martin took over the business when the previous owners retired, and Dorothy ran the post office while Martin worked as a carpenter. The shop also stocked basic DIY components and haberdashery. The post office truly shone during the big snow, when the village was cut off for a whole week. The community pulled together, with shops and pubs providing essential supplies. The local grocery shop owner's sons even dragged a sled across the fields to fetch milk and other necessities. During this time, the post office functioned as a clearing bank, circulating the same cash with the community. Dorothy paid out pensions and benefits, and customers spent their money locally. Suddenly, after more than 20 years, the post office closed, and the premises was sold and converted into an office for a chartered accountant. This closure had a profound impact, especially on the elderly and vulnerable residents who had to travel to neighbouring villages for postal services. The local grocery shop and garage sold stamps, but it took a decade before commercial parcel collection services became available. The social function of the post office, the gossip, the community interactions, was lost forever. The sale of Royal Mail at a knockdown price by Vince Cable, the Lib Dem minister in the Cameron austerity government retained post office counters in public ownership, but with a capitalist management style. Overpaid senior executives ignored warnings about the faulty Horizon programme, pursued non-existent debts, and persecuted hard-working shop owners while lying to Parliament and the courts. This episode should serve as a cautionary tale for socialists simply advocating for nationalisation. Taking ownership of assets is not enough, whether it's the coal industry, the railways, or a vital social communication service like the post office. There must be significant representation at the highest levels by those who work in the industry. Without this, inefficiency and corruption are inevitable. The top executives involved in the post office scandal should be jailed for their perjury, and their fat pensions should be taken away. Sub-postmasters and sub-postmistresses must be fully compensated. Moreover, we need a new democratic model of ownership and control, one that considers not only the running of the service, but also of its social context. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Keep the conversation going in the comments below. Tell us your thoughts about the Horizon scandal, how it may have affected you or your community. Subscribe to the newsletter at www.lefthorizons.com, and we will see you next time.